hell up out of here and they taking their time. And I keep telling y'all, it's about the money. How can you get Christian McCaffrey $14 million, but you don't want to pay Leonard Fournette $4 million? Oh, that's too much to pay him. Are y'all serious? It's okay to get one dude $14 million. It's not cool to even get this dude $4. And he out there campaigning to get certain people on his team. You need to be campaigning to get some more money in your bank account, bro. But hey, rap it. Everybody ain't like that. It ain't about the money. It's about the rings. Okay, it's about the rings. Y'all right. Let me know how that work out for you. Let me see, like DMX famously said in Belly, your kids can't eat them damn books, dog. And your kids can't eat them damn rings. Why is it that every time you're not the most popular white quarterback in the league at draft time, your low Wonderlic score gets leaked out? Remember they did this to Cam, remember they did this to everybody, but you know what? It always work out, because guess what? What's the boy name? Johnny Manziel had a high-ass score. Fitzpatrick has a high-ass Wonderlic score. How that's working out for you? Guess who had low Wonderlic scores? Dan Marino, Jim Kelly. Low Wonderlic scores. Insanely low. So what does that mean? And then the league come out. We hate when this comes out. It really don't mean anything. Why are you doing something that don't mean anything? Why are you giving me a test that don't mean anything? But see, because you even had Dan Orlovsky brazen enough to open his mouth and say, he may not be regular smart, but he's football smart. Look, y'all, intelligence has shit to do with football. Nothing. Because I knew some dummies that could play their ass off. Y'all know some dummies that can play the hell out of some basketball, baseball, and football. So, just because you get a high Wonderlic score don't make you a good football player. Just because you get a low one don't make you... Maybe I don't test well. Maybe I'm nervous out my ass because I got my entire future riding on this. Maybe I don't want this number to get out and I'm scared and I'm paralyzed. What was Deion Sanders Wonderlic score? What was all these other dudes? See, this is... But you got guys who are popular or insanely talented. Those numbers rarely get out. And it's amazing to me that they're still playing this stupid ass game. They're still playing this stupid ass game, and we keep falling for it. Leonard Fournette, worry about your damn self, man. Because you run around here trying to get Cam and Jameis Winston on your team, and your team and the team trying to get rid of your ass. You need to be out here eating better, staying in peak physical condition, and getting the hell paid. Keep trying to win the rings, though, man. You'll be the only motherfucker at the unemployment office with the ring. Oh, no, well, who was that? He's playing the league. See, you got that Super Bowl, man. As you plot for fucking unemployment. And in Florida, it's hell getting unemployment down there. So you might not even get that. Bruh, hey. Y'all keep playing this game, man. I like sports like the rest of us, man. But I enjoy sports. I love debating sports. I love talking about sports. Obviously, I got a show about it. But I'm just letting y'all know, this shit ain't about sports, man. This shit is not about sports. I got my list this week for the NFL greatest misses, is what I call them. I told y'all, I was coming up with something new every week. We ain't even got sports, and I got something new to talk about every single solitary week, just to show you that if it's thousands of people that's working at ESPN, they have creatives, they have stats and information people, they got all these damn experts, and they talk about the same thing every single fucking day. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm better than them. I'm better than all the dudes on there. I like a bunch of them. I like my man Brian Clark. I like Dominique Foxworth. I like my man Big Spears and Louis Riddick. And I like Josina Anderson. But there's some good people on there, don't get me wrong. But the people who are at the top, controlling things, setting out programming, they piss poor. And I'm gonna show y'all every Tuesday that I'm better than them. Until I get the whole world tuned in to me. But then I've been talking to my man Juice, no kid. I've been talking to the Juice on Twitter. See if I get him to come on the show. Flat out, it's gonna be insane. You already know. If I get the Juice on here, it's going down. It's going down if I get my man Juice on here. And then it'll be the hit makers and Juice. But like I said, man, we're looking at a situation whereas I'm creating content every week. This is the type of thing that they need to be talking about on ESPN. The greatest misses. What the greatest misses are. The draft been going on as long, the modern day draft has been going on as long as I've been alive. And every year, they pick somebody at the very top, or they always pick somebody, can't miss project at the top of the draft. There is no such thing as we didn't know he wasn't going to be good. I'm going to give y'all the top 10. What the hell's were they talking about? Number 10, Adama Suh. Adama Suh was the most dominant football player that season. He was in the Heisman conversation. Sam Bradford won the Heisman, but Sam Bradford was a fragile toothpick of a man. Football is about, this is when you used to be able to knock the hell out of people. This is when you used to be able to knock people's block off. So when you got to do consistently getting hurt in college, why would you pick him at the top of your draft? Because you know that's what they're saying about Tua now. Why are we going to get hit? Why are we going to draft Tua? He keeps getting hurt. But it's all time hypocritical for them to say that, because Tua had a high ankle sprain. If you sit on your ass, if you sit on your ass and just get healthy, they call you a quitter. They say you're not tough. If you have the surgery to expedite the healing process, they say that you're often injured. So you damned if you don't, screwed if you do. But with that being said, Adama Suh is a borderline Hall of Famer. They picked Sam Bradford in front of him. This is why the general managers in the National Football League are morons. They don't know what they're talking about. They need to grab the nearest chair, go to the corner, and sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Because there's no way in hell you pick Sam Bradford over Adama Suh. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I'm going back to the 70s. The exact same thing happened. You got Hall of Famer being picked second, and being picked first was Steve Bartkowski. Most of y'all don't know who the hell Steve Bartkowski is. Steve Bartkowski was the 70s version of Fitzpatrick. This dude was very pedestrian, have a good game every once in a while, but by and large, Steve Bartkowski was not a very good quarterback, and you allowed the then vaunted Dallas Cowboys with doomsday defense. Already had Randy. They already had what's the boy name? Harvey Martin, and then you're gonna put Randy right next to him. Both of them are Hall of Fame caliber people. Harvey Martin ain't in the Hall of Fame because he was a jerk, but he should be in the Hall of Fame. You should, jerks can play football too. But the next one is Randy White over Steve Bartkowski. Then we'll go over to the 90s. You got a guy who everybody named Uncle knew he couldn't read the defense. He couldn't read the defense if it said his name. He goes to the Cleveland Browns, a brand new franchise. Everybody was talking about new life into the Cleveland Browns, but then they the same old sorry ass Browns, and they run shit since Jim Brown at the time. Guess who they could have had? McFive. They picked Donovan McNabb. Everybody, oh man, we thought Tim Couch was going to be good. Nobody thought Tim Couch was going to be good. Everybody knew he couldn't read defense. Everybody knew he was not learning material. And you saw 3 years of Donovan McNabb in the Big East at that time at Syracuse beat Florida in a bowl game, kicking ass, taking names, but he wasn't 6'4" tall. He wasn't the fair-haired white boy that everybody loved, and everybody fell in love with Tim Couch. And you cannot tell me you did not see his scrub bust ass coming. I did, and if you telling me that you thought Tim Couch was gonna be good, NFL scouts, y'all already know. Grab the nearest chair and look at yourself in the mirror and say, was Tim Couch gonna be the best quarterback? And all I will say is this.
Just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
That's exactly how I feel about him being. Tim Couch, it was obvious that he wasn't good. They picked him in. Next up, Look, this dude had a solid career. Both of them had solid careers. But you talking about a dude with very little speed, too much size. He didn't have a whole lot of wiggle. He was just a big receiver. You're looking at a dude. He could. Hey, they had to teach him how to catch a football. You picked him first over University of Illinois, Chicago, Illinois Chicago, Illinois own Simeon Rice. This dude is a Hall of Fame caliber dude. He was the catalyst behind a piss poor Cardinals defense looking solid, and then they tried to trade him down to Tampa, and he was the engine behind the Warren Sapp-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. They were unstoppable with Simeon Rice, Warren Sapp, Booker McFarland, Lynch, my man Derek Brooks, and Rondé Barber. All of those guys at some point will be in the Hall of Fame. But the fact that they picked Keyshawn, throw me the damn ball Johnson over him is criminal. This dude should have been the first player picked in the draft. He has over 100 sacks. He has a Super Bowl. And Keyshawn won the Super Bowl on that same team. But trust and believe, this dude caught 99 balls and had 1 touchdown. So are you telling me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers weren't going to win if they didn't have Keyshawn? Stop playing, y'all. Look, Keyshawn was a solid ball player. He is not, to me, he didn't live up to first player in the draft pick. Next up, a dude that came out of the vaunted the University of Miami. He was a terror. This dude was so cold that he had a shortened career with a knee injury and still made the Hall of Fame. Versus a dude who everybody said didn't have any heart. It was always controversy around this dude. He flamed out in Indianapolis. He flamed out in Atlanta. He flamed out with the Raiders. And he flamed out in Minnesota. A lot of people couldn't get along with him. He couldn't get things done, but he had that magical arm. But you cannot tell me that Hall of Famer Cortez Kennedy shouldn't have been the first player picked in the draft. Again, man, he had personality nonsense. It was always a cloud of controversy around him. Cortez Kennedy, all he did was dominate for one of the biggest programs in the United States of America to use. But because he wasn't the good guy, he didn't get picked. Point blank period. Next up, two defensive dudes went 1 and 2 this year. One of them, he was a Super Bowl champion, and again, a borderline Hall of Famer, if not a Hall of Famer. You know how the Hall of Fame go. You get in when they're ready for you. This dude dominated with Derek Thomas. Then he went up to Denver and dominated with John Elway, Carl Mecklenburg, Steve Atwater, Shannon and that crew. Neil Smith was one of the most dominant pass rushers of his time. By the way, the Bears didn't want to pay him, and that's why he went to Denver. That's a whole other conversation. I'm just disgusted by even saying that. Versus Auburn's own Andre Bruce. He had 1/2 a good year with the Raiders, and that's it. Neil Smith is a borderline Hall of Fame, but y'all picked him because he made the measurables. He won the underwear Olympics. Next up, Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson versus Marshall Faulk. I remember Marshall Faulk as a freshman. I saw people like Randall Cunningham. I saw people like Warren Moon and others look at tape of him and say, look, man, just put this dude in the Hall of Fame now. He's too good. But you said Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson. We want him instead of Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk is the reason Peyton Manning said his rookie season wasn't a total bust. He turned around and did the exact same thing with Kurt Warner and the greatest show on turf. He was the most valuable piece to that situation. If you don't believe me, look, I understand Kurt Warner won most improved player and league MVP twice. But guess what? Guess when Kurt Warner fell off? Well, Marshall Faulk knee went out. Marshall Faulk was the most important portion to that team. You got Isaiah King, you got Big Game Torrey Hope, you got Isaac Bruce, you got Kurt Warner, you got Orlando Pace on offense. But the starter sturdy drink is Marshall Faulk, and there's no way in hell Marshall Faulk does not go first in that draft. Next up, number 2. Tony Dorsett was passed up but at the time,